Welcome to the Rogers Kakasunguro YouTube channel. I personally think as a political analyst, there's a problem between dictator Samia Suluhu and the people of the Republic of Kenya. We can't say Tanzanians have a problem with Kenyans because this one is only narrowed down to a single individual called Samia Suluhu. So Samia Suluhu as a person is brewing some war between Tanzanians and Kenyans, of which as the people of the Republic of Kenya have refused to be dragged into such nonsenses. We have refused. Why? Because we are people who are civilized. We are people who have tested post-election violence in 2007, and we understand and we know how it tests. We are people who know the importance of peace in a country. We understand. If Samia Suluhu doesn't, because Tanzania has never experienced such, and possibly this is their first time, of which it is, she may not have the knowledge, but because she's a politician, a high-ranking politician, I believe she understands what it takes to break diplomatic ties between two neighboring countries. If a problem occurs in Tanzania, she will seek help from Kenya. If a problem occurs in Kenya, William Ruto will seek help from Tanzania. So it's good for us to coexist as brothers and sisters. But the shocking news from Tanzania is when you find that 150 Kenyan teachers, as we speak, according to the report from KUPPET, that is the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education, they say that about 150 Kenyan teachers, their safety is unknown in Tanzania. 150 teachers. These are professionals in Tanzania. I remember Kenya, we've had protests before. Even in 2023, we had heated protests in Kenya. Even last year, we had protests against the finance bill. But our brothers from Uganda and Tanzania must know, especially those from Tanzania, at no point we, the people of the Republic of Kenya, not even our government, dared to say that the protests have been fueled by our neighbors who came to protest in Kenya. At no point. Not even an ordinary Kenyan, you had him or I say. Not even the government itself through William Ruto. Hakuna siku wamewahi kusema from their mouth kwamba hii maandamano mnaona hapa Kenya imetoka kwa majirani. Hakuna siku. Why? As the people of the Republic of Kenya understands the importance of coexisting. We have so many Tanzanians in Kenya. I walk around towns here. Our music industry in Kenya is dominated by Tanzanians who live in Kenya. Look at the likes of Rose Mando. Na wengine, look at his son, her son. Anaitwa Stephen Kasolo. These are Tanzanians, but in Kenya. When Muhando almost died, ni akina nani walimsaidia? Kenyans. Paka akaimba wimbo wa kuisifu Kenya. Kenya. Paka akaimba wimbo wa Mungu ailinde Kenya. Mungu amlinde Uhuru Kenyatta. That song is on YouTube. The country that Rose Muhando found refuge is in Kenya. So Tanzanians, why do you want to kill your brothers in Tanzania? Why do you allow your brothers and sisters from Kenya to perish in Tanzania? We have protected so many Tanzanians. Remember, was he the vice chair of Chadema? The man Tundu Lissu sent to attend Raila Odinga's burial, but was held up at the border. Kenyans went there in solidarity. No, you are doing it wrong. This is our colleague. As much as he comes from Tanzania, this is our colleague. We could have let him die. But we rescued him. We have closely coexisted with the people of Tanzania. Watanzania mnaosikiza sauti na mko Tanzania, tafadhali musikubali kuingizwa katika vita na Wakenya. Musikubali kulazimishwa na viongozi wenu mwanze kuchukia Wakenya. Please don't. Tumekaa kama majirani wema, tumesaidia Watanzania na tunajua kuna Wakenya pia wamesaidika Tanzania. Tunaelewa, tunajua, lakini tusikubali serikali ambayo ina mipango binafsi. A government that is too selfish to divide us. According to the report from KUPPET, it stated that the 150 teachers are graduate students who are pursuing master's program in Tanzania, and KUPPET has verified that currently they are trapped in unsafe conditions following the recent unrest in Tanzania. The union further says that the 150 teachers have personally and physically received death threats over suspicion of involvement in the mass protests in the accompanied the recent pollings. KUPPET also cited reports that a Kenyan teacher, John Okoth Ogutu, I think this is from Siaya, was killed during the election-related violence. Can we listen to the mother to this teacher, a video done by the Daily Nation?
Remember the last time I talked to him was on 22nd of, we communicated on 22nd of September when he was wishing me my birthday. The only family member who remembered my birthday, and he wished me. And I told him, Baba, I'm growing old and heading to the grave. You are the one who is taking over now. And he just laughed and sent me a lot of love wishes. He never spoke, as Mama has said, where adults are, and he would never argue with an adult. And even me, when there were issues, he would remind me, you know, you are older than me, and I don't have to argue with you. And he walks away. Mtoto alijipenda sana, yule mtu amejipenda kabisa. Hata kitu kimgwara tu kidogo, he's going to make sure that the whole family knows about it and he's attended to. Hiyo kitu kidogo tu. And many times we would remind him, you are a man, please take care of everything, you are a man. Currently, we were told he's in Mwananyamala mortuary in Tanzania. And the district where he died, Ubungo, and what is Gaba. So he was in Gaba Center.
KUPPET says that the tense environment the 150 teachers have been subjected into is threats of victimization, arbitrary detention, deportation, and the disruption of postgraduate studies, which has prompted the union to call on the government, the Kenyan embassy in Tanzania, to swiftly act and rescue its citizens. But then, also, remember, I was looking at what happens. I was researching to understand maybe what happens when a government is threatening foreigners, especially from a neighborhood country. I came to realize it is the state responsibility. A country is responsible for ensuring of physical integrity and safety of all foreign nationals within its territory, failure to do so, or active harm or threats from state or its agents constitutes a violation of international laws regarding the treatment of aliens. So, we can confidently say at this particular time that dictator Samia Suluhu, by her government threatening Kenyan nationals in Tanzania, she has publicly violated international human rights laws regarding the treatment of foreigners within our country. We don't need rocket science to convince the world that Samia has committed atrocities that deserve her to be held accountable by the international bodies. Most specifically, the International Criminal Court of Justice, the ICC. The fundamental human rights, or their fundamental human rights, especially, number one, the right to life and freedom from torture. They apply to all individuals, including foreigners. Threat to well-being can constitute to a violation of these universal norms. So all Kenyans in Tanzania, the 150 teachers we are being told, they deserve protection from the state. But as I finish, I plead with Kenyans that please continue accommodating your brothers and sisters from Tanzania. There are so many illegal immigrants in Kenya from Tanzania. Wengi, and we've chosen to protect them. Kwa sababu wanajitafutia. Na wao pia wako na familia, wanajitafutia. I see so many people from Burundi who have even no IDs. Wanauza kahawa kwa matowns hapa na mandazi. We've chosen to protect and buy from them. Hatuwatishi. We've decided to live with them. We have so many from Congo. Hawana ID. Na wako tu, but we understand the situation imewaleta Kenya. We can't chase them away. Anyway, God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next episode. Asanteni sana.